y'all, what's poppin'? It's D. About to react to a video about Amiri. What's poppin', Amiri? I remember Amiri. This is 5 best opening lines in hip hop. Yeah, so we about to get these 5 best opening lines. So this is when the song first start. They start off with a bang, I guess. I don't know what we're about to see. Let's watch.
Alright, so boom. Let me say this real quick. There is a reason why this is not a top 5 best opening lines. I am not saying that these 5 lines are better than any other rap line in history. This list is just 5 songs that I personally feel like as soon as the song started, the artist said something hard hitting. Whether it was a really creative punchline or something that had an impactful, deeper meaning. I think these 5 lines were a fantastic way to start off the song. Speaking of fantastic, I want to shout out the homie Tia Soprano and his song Whispers in the Silence.
6 feet deep beneath the trees with all my memories. I hear whispers in the silence. Yeah, these thoughts in my head, they never quiet. Open Bibles on my nightstand, my demons flying. Pages turning sage, burning, yeah, my heart is hurting.
Follow Tia's on his Instagram, Twitter, and SoundCloud. Now, like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and boom, let's get started.
Y'all go subscribe to Amiri.
Niggas called me to set you up, want me to come and wet you up, cause you were out of town, nigga like Biggie, heard about the shit with Diddy,
so I came through to mess you up.
One thing I want to say about this song is people really act like this wasn't one of the best rap songs of 2015. People really never talk about this song anymore, and this song was hard as hell that year. But when I heard the first few lines, I instantly realized how dope this song was going to be. So although he doesn't say who told him, the game is telling Drake how there were some guys who hit up the game and told him to take Drake out, like to kill him. Instead of going through with the plan, the game decides to take a big brother role over Drake. And instead of harming him, he says, you know what? I'm about to protect him instead. And in the lines following, he raps, I got a vest for 40, a vest for Hush, a vest for every nigga with an owl on his chest. So not just Drake, the game is willing to protect anybody in OVO. Now that's a dope ass intro to a song. There are a lot of niggas that don't like Drake. There are a lot of people who want his position and his money. And the game personally knows some of these people that wants to hurt Drake. So with this opening line, he's subliminally telling all the guys that want Drake, like, hey, like, get off that bullshit. If you trying to touch Drake, you'll have to get through me. This song in general is talking about how being famous can really change the way your friends act around you, and it just earns you a lot of enemies. And you need some type of protection from those enemies. So yeah, the game definitely a real one for this one.
Motherfuckers made hoes say okay, so make another hoe.
This was one of Jay-Z's best post-hiatus songs. Around the time this song was released, Jay-Z had a lot of issues with his business partners Kareem, Burke, Damon Dash, and even his mentor Jaz-O. Jay-Z decided to part ways with them after realizing just they didn't have the same ideas on how to conduct business as Jay did, and he would rather be on his own. Specifically Dame Dash, who was always seeking attention, being flashy by buying a bunch of unnecessary things, and talking out the side of his neck, making slick comments about Jigga. One of those comments specifically being that Jay-Z wouldn't be where he is today if it wasn't for Dame, Kareem, and Jaz. So to start off the song, Jay immediately makes it clear that he's about to speak his mind on certain issues. He sets the tone by saying, it's not a diss song, it's a real song. Like, hey, I'm not talking shit about y'all, this is just really how I feel. And the first few lines of the first verse was, I heard mother saying they made Hov say, okay, so make another Hov. Hey, y'all saying y'all made me who I am.
Make another one.
Since I've distanced myself from y'all nonsense, go ahead, try to make another Jay-Z. This was a great way to start off the verse and address the problems that they all been having. And it perfectly fit the concept of the song and the chorus by saying, I
didn't know the backstory about that.
Like, sorry that I'm a champion. This line is very iconic and known by many. The Weeknd even used a similar line on his song Sidewalks when he said, too many people think they made me. Well, if they really made me, then replace me.
Hey,
yeah, like I said,
cause Drake think he made you, he ain't make you. I feel you, Weeknd. I know what you're trying to say. Sorry, I'm a champion.
When I die, kid, I wanna go to hell, cause I'm a piece of ish. It ain't hard to.
Damn.
This is one of the most
he had a lot of dark songs.
Rap lyrics I've ever heard, and the fact that it's the first line of the song is like, damn. Biggie started the song instantly showing you what demons he has inside of him and how those demons have mentally messed him up. Considering the album this was on was called Ready to Die, and the final song is Big expressing why he wants to commit suicide. Like, dude, everything surrounding the song is so ominous. Biggie has one verse, and the song is structured as a phone conversation between Big and P. Diddy. During that phone call, Big just lays everything out on the table about how he knows he screwed over people in his life, i.e. his mother and his baby mama. And he says that if he left the earth right now, then he knows that some people will low-key be happy about it. And then in that ending, call my nigga Cheek, tell him that my will is weak. I'm sick of niggas lying, I'm sick of bitches hawking. Matter of fact, I'm sick of talking. And he pulls the trigger, and all you hear afterwards is Diddy. Hey yo, Big! Hey yo, Big! Hey yo, Big! Hey yo, Big! Hey yo, Big!
That's creepy as fuck. I don't know this song.
This is easily one of Biggie's best songs, and it was a dope ending track to his first album. And that opening line just instantly traps you in on the ride through Biggie Smalls' Demented Mind.
Demented.
So we all know Eminem has 3 personas. There's Eminem, Marshall Mathers, and Slim Shady. Another thing we
Slim
all
Shady
know
was
is
the
that Slim
goofy
Shady
one.
is easily
I like
the most
Slim
popular of the
Shady.
3. That's how he became famous in the first place, from his alter ego. So obviously, if we know how much Slim Shady is preferred over Marshall and Eminem, then of course Eminem himself has noticed that. And on the song Without Me, he flat out acknowledges this in the first line of the opening verse by saying, "I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver."
Oh,
At this
shit,
point,
I
he
didn't
was going full
know. That's
force
what he
with
was
the Slim
talking
Shady
about.
persona and saying that if this is the alter ego people love, then that's what I'm going to do. However, in Eminem's book, The Way I Am, he actually admitted that this is one of his rap lyrics that he regrets ever writing. Because not only is he just straight up saying, like, all right, I'm going to do what the fans want instead of doing what I truly want, but because that's all people thought he was. Being Slim Shady all the time didn't allow him to express his personal self in his music. And instead, he was always playing a character. So luckily, Eminem didn't do this for his entire career. He continued to make songs under all 3 personas. But this opening line was a very interesting start, especially since later on
That was
he
really
came out
smart
and said he wished he
to
never said
start
that
his
line.
career off like that. It got him popping, got a lot of attention. Put money on my head, gonna get your refund, motherfucker. I ain't dead. I'm a diamond in the dirt. That ain't the fan. That's my shit.
50 Cent like that will be quick to jump up and say this is one of his best songs. And
Yeah,
when
it
it comes to Many Men, I don't even trip that the casual listener say that, because it really is one of his best songs. Now, 50 Cent being shot 9 times is synonymous with his name. You hear the name, you think about that event. So this one line and the fact that 50 survived the attack makes the line hit so much harder. For you to know that a person paid someone to kill you and you survived the attack and you have the balls to say, like, bro, get your money back because I'm still here, like, that's tough. You
Now
have
it's
to be a
clear
soldier to
that
say
I'm
something
here
like that.
for a
50
real
Cent was
reason,
the poster
'cause he
boy
got
of
hit
gangsta
like
hip
I
hop
got
in the
hit, but he
2000s,
ain't
and this
fucking
song is a great
breathing. I
example
think
of
that
why.
one was bad.
And whew, don't get me started on that last line of this song.
That I'm here for a real reason, cause he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking brave, and I'll just set that.
I may have to do a best closing lines of hip hop because of that one.
Oh, duh, that's the closing
If you love Many Men, then another 50 Cent song I highly recommend is Life's on the Line. That song is honestly more hype than Many Men. So if you want to hear a song about the same topic but more hype, then please give that song a listen. For those of you who already heard Life's on the Line, you know exactly what song I'm talking about. Murder, I don't believe you, murder. Yeah,
I know
that's
that
hard.
song.
Fuck around and leave you murder. I don't believe you murder, your life's on the
I remember that. Hey, this is pretty good. I really like this video. These are definitely some really good opening lines. And then he gave the backstory to why they hit so hard. Like that whole situation with Jay-Z. I never looked that deep into that opening line. I just was like, what? You know, I didn't really know what the fuck he was talking about. But that's why he talking about, you know, a situation with Dame and all that. So it's cool to get the backstory on these songs. But yeah, this is a good video. Let me know what y'all thought about it. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Now it's clear that I'm here for a real reason. Because he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing.